Hey, what's up everyone? Thanksgiving is now behind us and here we are now in December of 2021. But it doesn't really feel like it to me though because, I doubt you can see my phone, but it's gonna be over 80 degrees here today. I'm not complaining. I have plenty of friends and family who are already shoveling snow, so I'll take this for sure. Anyways, we're here in early December and that means I now have your market update for the month of November 2021 here in Riverside County. Even with the year winding down and the Veterans Day and Thanksgiving holidays, November was still very busy for buyers and sellers. So let's talk a little bit about that and see what happened in real estate in Riverside County in November 2021. For the number of new listings in November, we saw about 2,900, which was down from October at over 3,700. Now the number of new listings has been steadily decreasing since June, which is actually a common trend that we see almost every year. However, the overall number of new listings each month this year has tended to be lower than what we would expect. Now this is definitely contributing to that shortage of inventory I'm sure you've heard of and tends to leave us with many more buyers than the homes that are available. For the number of closed sales in November, we saw just over 3,000, which is down about 10% compared to the previous 3 months. Now, even though the number of closed sales has declined, which we do expect as we approach the holidays, the number of closed sales that we've seen in November of 2020 and 2021 were actually higher than any other November for the previous 10 years or so. So considering these record number of sales in the month of November and noticing that the number of closed sales nearly matches the number of new listings in November, we know that buyer demand is still very high. For the median number of days on market, we were at 13 days in November. Now this is only up from 12 days in October, so as of now, this tells us that there's essentially no sign of homes taking any more time to sell than they have all year. In fact, at the beginning of 2021, the median number of days on market was at 16 days and even higher than that for most of 2020. And we all know that homes have been selling very quickly over the last 2 years, and as of now, there's no indication of that changing very soon. Now let's talk about months supply. For the month of November, we were at 1.5 months, which is lower than the last few months and actually matches the record low that we saw this year from March through June. Okay, so knowing that the month supply has decreased yet again to a record low number, we know that recently more homes were being sold than were being listed for sale. Again, this is another indication that the current inventory of homes is still struggling to keep up with the number of people who are in the market to purchase a home nowadays. For the month of November, the average sale price in Riverside County was over $617,000. Now that's more than $10,000 higher than what we saw in October, or an increase of about 1.6%. Now I'm wondering if this is surprising to you or not. We're coming up on the holidays, right? People are spending money on big family dinners, traveling to see family, and nobody has time or money to spend on a house, right? Well, if you keep up with my market update videos, you wouldn't be so surprised. So let's see what I said last month. Now looking at the data, you see that the average sale price steadily increased early on in the year until it peaked in about May or June. Then we see this dip toward the end of summer like August and September, and now for October we've actually exceeded the peak that we saw early in the year, and it appears that the average sale price may trend back up again. Now is this surprising to you or not? Well, if we look at similar graphs for 2016, 2017, 2018, and 2019, we actually see very similar trends where the average sale price increases for the first part of the year, then decreases as summer goes on, and then increases again through the remainder of the year. So it will be interesting to see if this trend repeats itself for November and December of this year as we move forward. There you have it. History has repeated itself, and the trend that we've seen over the last few years has shown itself again. Now this year is a bit different though, because the average sale price of $617,000 is the highest that we've seen all year, and this number usually peaks out in the summer, so it'll definitely be fun to see what happens in the month of December. Well, that's all I have for you today, so if you found this video helpful, useful, or you enjoyed it in any other way, let me know by liking this video and subscribing to the channel. I'd also love to hear from you if you want to add a comment below or send me an email. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you with a new video next week.